Aside from all the news rumors lately, it's time to look around and talk about some of the players on this current Warriors roster. With the return of Klay Thompson and a few free agent acquisitions, this Warriors roster will look a bit different. Aside from guaranteed key contributor like Steph Curry and Draymond Green, the only way this Warriors team can have a legit chance of winning a championship is having a few breakout players. Just a quick reminder, as of right now, the Warriors roster consists of Steph Curry, Andrew Wiggins, Jordan Poole, James Wiseman, Draymond Green, Damian Lee, Juan Toscano-Anderson, Michael Mulder, Nico Mannion, Kevon Looney, Gary Payton II, Nemanja Bjelica, Otto Porter Jr, and Klay Thompson. In today's video, we'll be talking about the top 4 players on this Warriors roster that can have a breakout season. And with that being said, let's roll the intro.
Hi. I'm on my match in the dark. 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 I'm on my match.
Yo, what's up guys, Jason's here back with another video. If it's your first time watching, I make Golden State Warriors content on a weekly basis, so don't forget to leave that subscribe and turn on the notification bell, and you'll be the first one if it's more awesome videos just like this. Number 1 on this list, James Wiseman. As the number 2 overall pick back in 2020, Wiseman didn't quite play up to the expectation, only averaging about 11.5 points, 5.8 rebounds, and 1 block. If you look at his highlight reel, you might not be able to tell, but dude was making a lot of mistakes on the court. I mean, the reality is, James Wiseman only played 3 college games, so we cannot blame him that much. This offseason, James Wiseman is training with Kevin Garnett, who has somewhat a similar rookie campaign as Wiseman. Now, this is extremely beneficial for both the Warriors and Wiseman himself, as Wiseman has somewhat a similar playing style as Kevin Garnett. Next year, if Wiseman stays healthy, I predict that he'll be able to average 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 1.5 blocks per game, while shooting a solid 34% from the arc. At the age of 20, Wiseman is truly the cornerstone of this Warriors franchise. Number 2 on this list, Jordan Poole. I'm gonna be honest here, I was quite disappointed with him and basically put him in every trade package, but he proved me wrong. Being a first round pick and get sent to the Warriors G League was quite difficult, but Poole's consistent performance finally now earned him a spot on the roster. Last year with the Warriors, Poole was able to average 12 points, 1.8 rebounds, and 1.9 assists, while shooting 35.1% from the arc. If you look at the final 6 games of the Warriors regular season, you can tell Poole is playing with a chip on his shoulder. 14 points against the Thunders in one game, and then one more 16 points won, 20 points against the Jazz, 20 points against the Suns, 38 points against the Pelicans, and then 15 points against the Grizzlies. Next season, Jordan Poole is likely going to be the backup for Steph Curry, and I expect him to play a major role for the team. And to be honest, I seriously consider Jordan Poole as the 6th Man of the Year candidate. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I predict that Poole will be able to average 17 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists per game, while shooting 39% from the arc. Number 3 on this list, Otto Porter Jr. Looking at all the teams Porter played before the Warriors, none of them were a contending team. Even though he didn't perform as the 4th overall pick, Porter will be a major piece for the Warriors bench in the 2021 season. Having a player that can average about 11 points, 5 rebounds, 1.5 assists, and 1.1 steals, while shooting 40% from the arc is absolutely valuable, especially with the fact that the Warriors bought him in a 1-year veteran minimum contract. One stat to pay attention here is defensive rating. Last season, Porter had a defensive rating of 111.9, which is not that good. With many defenders on this Warriors team in top tier like Draymond Green and Andrew Wiggins, Porter should have a much more productive season on the defensive side of the ball. I predict that Porter will be able to average about 12 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists with a defensive rating of 108. Number 4 on this list, Juan Toscano-Anderson. Absolutely one of my favorite Warriors players. As of right now, I think picking up Anderson back in 2019 was a huge success. Now, if you watch his tape, you know the energy he has on the court. Last year with the Warriors, Anderson was able to average 5.7 points, 4.4 rebounds, and 2.8 assists, while shooting 40.2% from the arc. With the departure of Uber and Pascal, I expect Anderson to break out by a significant degree. Just a quick update here if you guys missed my last video. Oubre signed with the Hornets on a 2-year $25 million deal, and Pascal was traded to the Jazz for a second-round pick. Okay, back to Anderson. I expect a solid 23 minutes per game for him next year. And guys, believe it or not, Anderson had a defensive rating of 105.6, which is second among the Warriors' rotational players, so I wouldn't be surprised if Steve Kerr put him on during a crucial moment when the Warriors need to stop. Next year, predict that Anderson will be able to average about 7 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists, while improving his already high level of defensive consistency. Alright guys, so this wraps up the video. Comment down below who you think will break out in the 2021 NBA season. And if you enjoy the content, don't forget to leave a subscribe and follow me on social media with all the link in the description down below. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.